Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to hit the perfect return of serve in 3 steps. So step number 1 is the ready position and split step. In our ready position, we want to have a nice, wide, athletic base. So I always tell my students to put their racket down on the floor and put their feet either side of the racket. So this is the wide base that we want to be in every time we're ready to return a serve. Not only do we want a wide base with our feet, we also want an athletic height. So there should be a little bit of bend in the knees. Notice as well how my racket is up. So the head of my racket is higher than the grip level. My racket's not down here, not here, up here. The other thing to talk about here is the grip that you're going to be holding your racket in when you're waiting to return your serve. So we want to be waiting in our ready position in the forehand grip. The reason why we hold the forehand grip instead of the backhand grip is because if the ball comes to your backhand side and you're in your forehand grip, we use our non-dominant hand to actually help slide the grip in your hand and find your backhand grip to then make the return on your backhand side. And if I was waiting in my backhand grip, it's a lot harder for me to turn the grip this way all around here and find the forehand grip. So naturally I'm more inclined to turn this way instead of coming back around this way. If you do have a one-handed backhand, I would recommend again waiting in your forehand grip for your return and then using your non-dominant hand to turn to your backhand grip if it comes to your backhand. So in terms of the split step, there are 2 different options that most players can take regarding how they split step. You'll see some pros, they split step on the spot like this, so they'll be waiting in their ready position as their opponent makes contact with their strings. They'll just do a split step in the air here and not move forward. So players like Federer, often you can see him returning like this, whereas players like Andy Murray, he would take a step forward into his return, and this is personally how I return as well. So starting in your ready position, he takes a step forward, split, and then comes into the return like that. I personally find when you take a step in, it gives you more momentum, and I find that I mentally feel like I'm able to be more aggressive on that return. In terms of your split step timing, it's really crucial that you time your split step exactly when or just after your opponent makes contact with the ball on their serve. Now this is because if you're a little bit too late to your split step, you're going to find your swing is a little bit late and you might be making contact back here and the return won't be as effective as if you were to have split step at the point of contact. So we've spoken about the ready position and the split step. Now let's talk about the swing. On the first serve, if you're playing against an opponent that has a big first serve, you're not going to have time to be able to take a big swing at a big serve, because guess what's going to happen? When you take that big swing, the ball's going to come right past you here. It's super important that we are more compact with our swing on our returns of serve. If you're finding you're taking too much of a swing and you're finding you're hitting too late, go up to a fence and just practice short take back here. If your racket hits the back of the fence behind you, then you know that that's a little bit too far back of a take back like this. So your return of serve has got to be just shoulder turn, unit turn here, step in forward. And on the backhand, turn in. If the second serve is weak and it's short and you feel you're in a great opportunity to take advantage of the point and put your opponent under pressure on ball number 3, then 100%, if you have the time to, take a bit of a bigger swing and drive through the ball. Regarding your swing as well, it's super important that you're not swinging just with your arm here. We want to be using our shoulders and our hips to generate the power into the shot, with your body weight moving forward into the shot. The contact point should be out in front of your body. So on the backhand side, that's the same thing. So there's a rotation, and then you're making contact forward out in front of you. I see a lot of players on the return of serve let the ball come to them, so they're not really very proactive in their movement to the ball. They kind of stand in, they're waiting here, they're waiting for the ball to come to them. They're contacting around their body, in line with their body, or a little bit out in front, and they're kind of just absorbing the pace, not putting anything on the return. Instead, try and think about going to the ball. So the serve is being hit to you, you've got to go to it on the return. You see all the top players, they're not waiting for the return to come to them. They're going to the return. They're contacting out in front, being proactive. Their body weight's moving forward. They'll often finish their return a few steps in front of them. So they'll come here and finish in front. So in terms of where you stand on your return, it depends on the surface that you're playing. It depends on who you are as a tennis player, what type of tennis you like to play. Are you more a defensive player? Are you an aggressive player? Do you like to net rush? Do you like to stay at the baseline and grind out the point? As well, it obviously depends on your opponent. Try and pick up on patterns during the match. Where are they serving to often? Are they serving wide? Are they serving tee more? And are they serving big serves? How's their first serve percentage? Could you maybe, if they're missing a lot of first serves, could you even put them under more pressure by standing a little bit further into the court to try and intimidate them a little bit? So on the first serve, your number one job is to get the ball back into play. Whereas the second serve return is a little bit different, and you want to be looking to be the aggressor. You want to be looking for an opportunity to dictate the point, okay? On the first serve, your opponent is the dictator of the point if they get it in. On the second serve, you are more in control of the point. So on the second serve return, it's not really all about pace often, it's more about placement. A great rule of thumb is to return that second serve back to your opponent's weaker side. Obviously, it sounds like a very easy thing to do, but a lot of players don't even think about it. They just kind of, oh yeah, I'm just going to get that second serve back into play. Try and put your opponent under pressure. And if you have a good, solid return, it will take your game to the next level and you'll be a really tough player to beat. So guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video. I hope you can take away some really key tips here. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section, and let me know of any other video topics you'd like me to film for you guys. Give this video a like and subscribe to my channel for more tennis related content to come.